family, Atita Fitness. You guys are welcome to join me. So as you can see, the topic of this video is life of a Kenyan in America. So I'm excited to share with you guys. So let me know where you are watching me from. Atita family, where you guys, Team Atita, where you guys watching me from. So as usual, I have my tea here, so I hope you guys won't mind me drinking my tea. So as usual, I have my tea here, so I hope you guys won't mind me drinking my tea. So today I'm going to make it clear, kind of give you updates about my. Sorry about this. Okay. Yeah, give you updates about my life in the US. Kind of telling you everything about the challenges that I've gone through, the wins, the good things about the US, the things that you should know. And I am looking forward for you guys to ask all the questions. I don't know if the audio is clear. Today I'm not using my mics because the device that I'm using to for this live, to stream the live, it was low on the battery. So I decided to, put the charger on as we talk, so it doesn't leave me on the way. So guys, if you're joining, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know where you are watching me from. Yeah, I'm so excited to kind of, share my experiences. It's been almost 3 years for those ones who want to know, how long I've stayed in the US. 3 years now. I have experienced a lot of kind of like American lifestyle. And maybe if you have any questions about what you think the America is and what you see on TV, I'm here to answer all those questions. Otherwise, let me know where you guys are watching me from. So let's go. Where's Tita Fit Farm? The moderators, Gertrude, God is Love, and everyone else who is watching this video. So please give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and share the video. That's very, very important. Go ahead and share this video. So yeah, the first question that I receive all the time is, how did you cope up with the weather here in the US? So I stay in Medford where oh, sorry about that, guys. I stay in Medford where we have, we experience 4 seasons. So, Pepper, stop. Just a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So, so yeah, I stay in Medford where we experience 4 seasons, and winter, summer, spring, and autumn. So sometimes it's kind of like, especially during the winter, it gets so cold. Even right now, I have my sweater on, as you can see, my jacket outside because it's very cold. If you step outside, sometimes it's even freezing cold. And during the summer, I think most of the people think that Kenya is too hot, or like most of the countries in Africa are like hot. I will be honest, like it doesn't get hot as it is as it gets here in the US. Like it gets so hot. Mwakasi, how are you, pro? Mwakasi, I have done a video with him before when I was in Kenya. It's such a nice guy. I don't know if you're still doing fitness videos. I know you travel too. I've watched your videos before. I think recently, because I was kind of going back and checking the videos that I did, and I was like, okay, let me check what this guy is up to. Yeah, you are a good guy. Remember, we did some videos before. I even shared with some of my ideas on how I wanted to kind of go, kind of changing my lifestyle and all that. I posted fitness for some time, but now full-time traveler. Oh, nice. That's amazing. You're welcome. Come to the US, bro. Just if you ever come here, send me a text. Maybe we can plan and see how we can catch up, meet, and maybe we can travel together. I'm also doing like fitness and traveling. So I ended up finding out that most of my audience like watching videos outdoors. So I'm making fitness content and also like traveling content. Yeah, but Mwakasi, the guy is down there, he has a YouTube channel. I've done a video with him before when I was in Nairobi. Such a great guy. Oh, nice. I didn't get a chance to travel in Africa, but I'm looking forward to travel in Africa. Like, I have great news that I wanted to share, but I'm going to hold those news back because, sometimes I believe that when you have big plans and all that, it's good to make them happen before you can share with like a lot of people. But if you want to see what I will be up to in just like the near future, keep following my YouTube channel and I will be able to do it for you guys. You will be able to see it. But again, I'm sure Mwakazi, you have questions about I as a Kenyan who is living in the US, the challenges I have maybe like I've faced or like the wins or the good things about the US. I'm ready here to answer all the questions. So let me know what kind of questions that you guys have before maybe I start talking about what I have to share with you. What maybe I think that you should know, especially if you're looking forward to travel. Africa is beautiful, but we love the American salary. Africa is beautiful, 100%. I agree with you. Yeah, like the weather is so perfect. If you have been outside here, for sure you will appreciate the kind of weather that we have back at home. So, greetings, team. Hey, Gertrude. Gertrude is my moderator. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you are able to share the video, I mean the live, go ahead and share this live with a friend or someone that you think it will be important for them to kind of listen to this conversation that we are going to have. So, yeah. So maybe before you guys start asking questions, let me share a little about some of the challenges that I faced, especially when I got here. The first one was driving. So driving, depending on where or which city you go to the US, because some of the people I know go to big cities where you don't have to drive. They have like public means of transport, maybe trains or like buses and all that. You don't have to worry about driving yourself. But if you go to small cities, you find that driving or going from one place to another gets more like difficult because you lose a lot of time waiting for the vehicles that are supposed to take you from point A to point B. But in big cities, it's very easy because you're catching a train, the next one is coming and all that. They have like time that they are alive, so it's so much easy. But the first challenge that I faced was driving here in the US because, in Kenya, we drive on the left-hand side, and once you come here, they drive on the right-hand side. So most of the vehicles have the steering on the right-hand side. So sometimes it can be challenging, especially like you feel like there's a shift in your mind that you have to make. Each time I was driving on the road, I could think that vehicles, like all the cars, are driving towards me. So you get scared. A lot of people, it takes them up to, like, maybe a year or 2 years before they can drive. So yeah, hey guys, how are you? Gertrude, thank you so much. She's my moderator. You are awesome. Pin this message. Yeah. So Mwakasi, I'm looking forward to see what you have to ask me. Maybe just in case, now that you are a traveler, what you'd be interested to know about the US. So yeah, please guys, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and I really appreciate your support by sharing the live. So yeah, driving can be challenging, which is my number one challenge that I faced, especially when I got here. Second one, I would say, like, and driving, it didn't take me like a long time before I adjusted, but it does take like a while. You have to be on the road. You have to, if you are not scared about like driving in foreign countries and all that, I'm sure you can figure it out. It doesn't take like a long time. I'm sure, like, once you focus that this is what you want to do, it comes easy. Second thing, I would say the weather. The weather was cold. It was freezing cold. And I think, like, when you come from warm countries and then you come to like the US, or you go to most of the cold countries, people will always know that you are new. I was wearing like a lot of layers, jackets and sweaters, and everyone else is walking with a t-shirt. And I was like, they don't feel cold because they're used to this. It's even like warm for them, but I was freezing cold. So what I did, I think like 1 year ago, I went and I did cryotherapy. Cryotherapy, it's more like you enter inside this vacuum, which is crossed, the head comes out, and then it freezes your body. Like, you go into freezing cold temperatures to shock your body in a way so that, like, it can be able to adjust. Let's give, oh, thank you, Gertrude. Mukasi, culture shorts. Yes, I'll talk about that. Yeah, so what happened was, after shocking my body with cold temperatures, I think I did 4 sessions of cryotherapy. My body ended up like adjusting a little to kind of like, getting used to the cold weather. Otherwise, I could be still like very, very cold. The culture shock, I would say again, number 3. So these are my random ones that I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys have like a lot of questions that you want to ask. Maybe dating life, talk about the food, which is my number 3, food. So before, I never knew about like so much varieties of like, cultures in the US with the different kind of foods that people eat here. Like, there's a lot of restaurants because we have a lot of communities from everywhere: Asians, Mexicans, Africans, Americans, Americans. So there's a lot of even Europeans. There's a lot of restaurants here, like Italian restaurants, Indian restaurants, Kenyan, I mean, like, not really Kenyan, but African restaurants. You will find one in like a Portland, but not here where I stay. So what happens, I didn't know what to eat. So it took me some time. When you come from where you know your meals, you know what you're supposed to eat, to where now you have to figure out what's going to work for you, like what you're going to eat. Sometimes it gets so hard because you might end up just like, eating yogurt and blueberries all the time and bread until you figure out like what you should be eating. Like American foods can be like, I think they're more adventurous on what they can cook, so they can make like any kind of meals. They follow most of the recipes online to cook, and for us, we knew like what we are supposed to eat. If it's meat, you know how to cook that meat. Either like you grill, cook it by like flying and all that. So I knew all that, but I wanted to know like where can I find good food. So one day I went to one of the Mexican restaurants, and that's how I got used to Mexican food, because I think it's very close. It's very close with the kind of foods that I used to eat before. And the thing that I did is I ended up writing the address down, and I also wrote the kind of food that I ate in that same restaurant, so that like I can come back and get the same thing. So I ended up getting stuck with the same thing all the time. My fear was, if I go to a different restaurant, I'm hungry and they give me the food that I don't like, I'm not going to eat it. So the way I used to adventure to kind of getting to know what I should be eating is going out with friends, see what they order. So if I try their food and I find that it's good, it's something that I like, I end up writing the recipe down. I mean, like the meals that they ordered, so that next time I can come order the same thing. And then with some time, now I got to know what I am supposed to eat. Hey, Sharon, how are you? That's good. I know I also like, I can see most of the guys who are watching this video, like Sharon, you guys can see her here. She's also a YouTuber. I think, I don't know, I think she lives in Mombasa. And then we have Mukasi, he's in Nairobi. Sharon, I wanted to do a video with you like long time ago, and then we missed each other when I was coming to Mombasa. We never got a chance to meet. But I used to watch your content every time, when you are upcoming YouTuber or creator, you wanna look at the people, like you can motivate each other. So I was really looking forward to kind of like, the upcoming YouTubers and all that. I'm talking about 2020, 2021. So it's been almost like 4 years. For those guys who think like I started YouTube yesterday, people here will tell you, oh, you got married and moved to Nairobi last year. No way. You got married and moved to Nairobi. Do you guys have a kid already? Life goes so fast. For your life, I was great graduation too. Oh, that's amazing. Among first, yes, I agree. Sharon was among like the first people. So I'm sure like Sharon has been watching my videos for like some time. Like I started YouTube like way back. It's only that sometimes it takes a long time before you can like see progress, so you have to kind of do it as your normal lifestyle. And I like keeping in touch with the people. I think that's why I even do this. I also like travel, like doing a lot of activities outside there. So yeah, being in front of the camera is something that I chose. And yeah, God is love is here. Thank you so much. Happy seeing you, Sharon. I hope, I think I did check your YouTube recently. I could see like you're doing more like lifestyle content. So keep doing it. I missed that Tigres live stream. Give us motion. Okay. I think that one passed a long time ago, right? Do we have to go back again? Thank you, Marcus. Okay. So, Sharon, the topic of this video is the American lifestyle for like a Kenyan who lives here. So if you have like any question or anything that you want to know, I'm here to answer you. Ask me about anything that you want to know, like when you just imagine that you're moving to a new country, the challenges, the good things about America, which like that, a lot of good a lot of good things. People say the money, working in America is for like almost everyone. Like you have to work, you have to earn a living. There's no one who is going to give you things to your hands. If you depend on handouts, you wouldn't be able to afford the American lifestyle. I promise. You have to be creative. I think like America, the one thing that I like about here, it gives you a chance to be who you want to be. So you have two ways to choose who you want to be, you know. So I like that. Where I come from, we don't really get those chances. I feel like you try so hard to become who you want to be, but it's still like the policies, the cultures, and all those things kind of keeps you down there. So that's something that I appreciate a lot. And also, jobs, there are a lot of jobs. Like you just go on the streets, like when you're walking, you see like hiring and all that. So people are always looking for jobs. It's not like in Nairobi, the biggest city in Kenya, which has like almost, is it 8 point something million people? Is it 4.8 or 8 point something or 8.4 million people? Where you see people have like stickers of like, hey, we are hiring, and then like you contact them and find that these people are not, they don't have even a company, they're like maybe conmen and all that. So, which is so hard. Um, and the one thing that I can say, lifestyle here is very expensive. So there are jobs, yes, but you have to choose wisely. Like what you want to do. Are you going to be able to afford the lifestyle? Because if you get paid and all that and you are not able to pay for your rent, because yeah, there are jobs, like there are a lot of jobs. That's why you find like you have to do more than one job to be able to afford the lifestyle, especially if you're like in a big city. Not really in small cities. In small cities, you will be able to balance your lifestyle, kind of living with your means. Is it with your means? Yeah, like you don't have to overspend and all that, and you're not making enough. So living with your means. I don't know if that's the good English that I can use. Yeah, or below your means. So there are many jobs. A lot of people who grew up here, some of the people kind of stay with their families. And if you have your family, they have like big houses and all that, and you're working outside there, I think like it gets easier for you to save so that you know you can start your lifestyle. But someone like me who came from Kenya and you don't have like anything built here, you have to start your life from zero. It's so hard. It's so hard. You have to work almost like twice as someone who grew up here to be able to afford the lifestyle, because you know it gets so hard. You have to buy food, uh, pay for everything. You know, I medical insurance used not to be like my thing. Right now, you have to get it. Otherwise, even the government takes away from you. Like, if you don't have like a medical insurance at the end of the year, when you're filing your taxes, the government will take a certain amount of money from you to the federal government. So it's either you pay for it or you don't. Even if you don't pay it, they take a certain amount of money, depending on like your paycheck, your yearly income, your annual income. Do you think you will need to do different fitness channels, Mr. Tita? I've thought about that. I've thought about doing classes online, all those things. I think I can do them, but I wish I had someone to edit my videos or like take the videos, because I've been like in the fitness industry for like almost 5 years now. Like I would say consistently 5 years. But before I used to do sports and all that. So if I teach almost like 4 classes a week. If I have someone who will be able to film, do all the editing, countdowns and all those things, I will be able to start like another YouTube channel. But for now, and I've come to understand so much. You know, when you work with a lot of people, I think like for you to call yourself a personal trainer or a fitness coach, you have to work with a lot of people, like experience. One thing that I've come to appreciate is experience matters a lot. You work with people who have had like heart attacks before, who are paralyzed. You work with the seniors, people are like older than you. You get to understand more about the challenges that they go through. And then you work with young kids. You get to understand about how they're supposed to progress their workouts. Like once you work with everyone, then you get to have experience. I think the one thing that I've come to appreciate so much is the experience in the fitness industry. You can call yourself a personal trainer, doing all you can do outside there, but if you have not worked with people, it's different. It's very, very different. I keep learning every day, like every day. We have people who have like conditions, medical conditions and all that. You have to know what works for them and what doesn't work for them. Yeah, we have people who have like fat cores on their eyes, some movements, especially like looking up this way, it kind of throws them off. So you have to understand. And one thing that I do when you're doing like assessment before you can take a client, ask all the questions. Like you ask to get to know, does this person has like any medical needs? Are they taking any kind of medications? Do they have any injuries and all that? Like once you have that information, then you can see what you are going to give them. Otherwise, the way I used to think like fitness for like people who are healthier, who can just do something, no, I was wrong. And I have gained a lot of experience. So Sharon, for sure, I will be able to do that. I'm just looking forward to wait for the perfect time, which I think it will come, not today, but I know it's coming. I will start doing more like fitness classes and all those things online. I'm going to sip my tea, guys. I'm a tea person. Thank you, Gertrude. It's a concern for people who still have their American dream. Atita can feel free not to answer sensitive questions. Yeah, very true. There are some questions that, I skip. When you are, like when you are a creator, you have to be careful on what you say to people because this video is going to be here permanently and it can ruin your reputation and all that. So I'm always very, like social media is not like something that I started yesterday. I'm so happy that Nance Guda is here. You guys can go check her out. She has really nice content for, especially if you, I wish Nance Guda, please share more content about being in the hospital in Kenya. We want to see that. I want to see something different, something that we can relate. Give us a routine of how you do your daily routine. I can see Mwakasi is here. Mwakasi knows that we started together. I think Mwakasi, before like the gym where I used to work out, I used to do videos with my friends like Akina Tony and who else? Kevo. But before then, my first person to collaborate with was Mwakasi. We did like a fitness video together. I think I went to Lavington somewhere. And we did a nice video. And this guy was great. He was strong and all that. It kind of showed me how creators sometimes, when you collaborate together, it kind of helps you to grow. And it's something that I'm looking forward to do here in the US too. Find creators who we have like the same interest and try to bring our ideas together. Christine, hey. Thank you guys for being here. Please make sure if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. I'm still waiting for the questions about life of a Kenyan in America. Like all those questions that you keep asking yourself. Today I'm here to answer you. Like, it's more that what I have experienced on behalf of you guys. So that's what I want to tell you. Talking about dating, let's talk about dating. It was my number 4. Dating in the US sometimes can be challenging. Why am I saying that? Because of the cultures that of the people who live in the U.S. When we talk about America, I think most of the people think that it's only one community of people who live here, but there are many communities, like many, because America is like a dream for a lot of people from like different countries who come here. So they like the reason why we have a lot of Kenyans going to Texas or Minnesota or Washington, it's because they know like we have our communities there. But when you go outside to kind of experience life differently, where like you don't have your community there, then again it becomes harder for you to connect with people. So you have to find many ways of like connecting. I think like the social lifestyle is harder here. People like to socialize on social media or like the internet than in real life. Most of the things that bring people together are sports. Sports are very, very important here in the US. Like they're very, very important. I know we have a lot of people who can do very well in sports back at home, but they don't have opportunities like the people here have. Like people can pay a lot of money to come and watch like sports, either like fighting or like maybe soccer, American football, and all that. So yeah, Seattle is the Nairobi. So many Kenyans there. Yeah, Seattle. We have a lot of Kenyans in Seattle. I was there recently, and I'm looking forward to go back soon. I'm going there back soon. Are you going to? Are you going Africa or wait? Are you going Africa or wait, Mr. Tito? Okay, I see your question. She's asking me if like dating an American or like an African. I think dating generally, I'm going to talk about it like on another level, like everything about dating, but it can be challenging when you're here for sure. I think it's a decision that you have to make. If you date an American, how you guys are going to have a family together, because people are used to staying here. They want to stay here forever. But someone like me who wants to go back home at some point, so it's something that I always like, look at. Mostly important that, hey, at some point I will go back home. And now from there, you will balance life and see who you are taking along with you. So I hope that answers your question, but I will get into detail on the next video. Yeah. Do I want to get American citizenship and all that? Yeah, for sure. But again, I will do more research and see if I'm going to, because if I'm thinking about going back home at some point, I have to think about, am I still going to kind of pay taxes and all that by having the citizenship, or am I going to, like you have to ask all the questions. So I have to find a lawyer, an attorney to give me more information, because there's a lot of information. There are a lot of things that I need to know before I do that. But right now, I like it here. I'm staying it here. I'm staying here. I feel like when you're young, you can work, you can do things and all that. America is good for you. When you're healthy, you can push yourself to great heights and do stuff. We'll still support you no matter the choice. Thank you. Sharon, you need to do a video so that we can get to know how you guys found each other on your. I'm giving you some ideas as you are asking me a lot of questions here. Mwakazi, there's nothing as sweet as an African woman. Okay. You guys can read his comments. So, yeah. Thank you, Gertrude. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate that. I'm also looking for more moderators. I think Sharon, for sure, I've known you for like some time. So I'm going to put you to be part of us. Sharon, you are a moderator here. You have to do this. Let's see, managing standard moderator. Okay. Sharon, there you go. You're part of us. You're stuck with us. And let me see, Mwakasi. Mwakasi. Okay. So guys, I'm still waiting for your questions for sure. Let's support each other. Yeah. So another thing that I wanted to talk about, being here in the US, you miss your family. So if you're back at home, or like if you're anywhere, you have your parents, you have your close family, people like your immediate family members, appreciate them a lot. Spend a lot of time with them. Back at home right now, I have my granny who is 100 years plus. She always asks about me, and she's thinking that I'm still in Nairobi because she's old, and it kind of makes me sad because we were friends. She raised me. I don't have any plans of coming back home soon, but I will for sure. I will. And yeah, it kind of makes me sad. So if you have some time, you miss your parents, you miss everyone else, you just feel like you are yourself outside there, and sometimes it can be hard. I have great friends. Actually, I have really good friends. I have people who can relate on how I feel, especially like, when you go to a new country. So they have offered themselves to be my friends. I will introduce my American family, like the people who said, we know that you are here by yourself. They always send cards to my parents back at home saying like, hey, your son is doing great and all that. So they give me those cards to send them back home, which I do. And I really appreciate them. I think I'm going to ask them if we can do like a video together at some point. It kind of makes me feel like I still have people that, because, when you're outside here by yourself, and even driving, which happens like everywhere, you can't be driving, going somewhere, and then anything happens with your car, or like maybe you end up getting into a crash. If you don't have those people who are like your family that you can give a call and say like, hey, I'm in this situation, can you guys come and help me? Or go to the hospital, and you have people can show up for you, man, it's so hard. Like, I really appreciate them a lot. I will be able to ask them to do a video with me, and maybe I can ask them more about, because we have known each other for some time, I will intentionally ask them to kind of say anything that they, or like what they think about who I am to them. So I will do a video with them. Maybe it might not be like a long video, a short one. So I do have like American parents, but they have not repressed my parents. They still like keep in touch with each other. Does your social have a caregiver? Yes, she does have a caregiver. I think the one thing that I did for my grandma back at home, I've never shared this with anyone else, but I'm going to share here, is I knew that she needed a lot of care. She did take care of me at some point when I was in school. When like my parents were busy and all that, and I told her like I'm going to also return back to you. So I do send some money to someone who is taking care of her, so that they can keep, if you have someone who is like going to take care of her and all that, it kind of makes it easier. So I do that. I support her. I support the person that is taking care of grandma back at home. I didn't want to share that here. It's just a random, but she does have a caregiver. Yeah. Healthcare in Kenya is becoming more expensive. Invest in insurance for as well. Yeah, healthcare is very expensive. I did see how the government is turning things around for the people. And right now, I think, I don't know, like I don't know much about what I should comment about the healthcare, but I know it's very expensive. You have to have a lot of money to be able to get like treatment. A lot of people die back at home because, and it's not even like serious conditions or serious diseases. There are things that can be controlled, but since they cannot get care from most of the hospitals, which require you to pay so much money, they end up losing their life. So also, let me tell you, people think like American, healthcare here in America is cheap. It's very expensive, very, very expensive. Even if you have like medical insurance and all that, if you end up being in a situation where you are like, you need like you're in a critical condition and all that, healthcare can be very expensive. So it doesn't come easy. I've gone to the hospital before and you end up waiting for 8 or I mean not 8 hours, but I'm saying like 3-4 hours before you can get attended to. And there's a line. I wouldn't say like they have to choose anyone. The good thing I like about here, they have like a system. So if they are busy, if they are taking care of other people before they admit you, you have to kind of wait on the line and all that. And if you want to go to private hospitals, those ones can be twice as expensive. And if you don't have like insurance, yeah, can be very, very expensive. Like those are the things that people came to teach me. Like, hey, you need healthcare, because where I came from, like being honest and realistic, is like only maybe 5% of the people who have like medical insurance. The 90 or 95% of the people don't have like medical insurance. People ask me all the time, why do you have like good teeth and all that? They are aligned very well. Even when I went to the dentist, she was asking me, oh, your teeth are looking good and all that. Did you have like a primary dentist? No, no, I never had like, a dentist before. But when you come here, you realize how like taking care of your teeth and all that is very important. Before, like it was just a normal thing, you know. Like we don't care about losing our teeth and all those things, but oh guys, thank you for please keep giving this video a thumbs up, and if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. We have like 18 minutes of like us talking, so we still have like a lot of time. So yeah, I do appreciate like medical care here is good, but it can be very expensive. So don't just have it in mind that you can get sick and go to the hospital and you can be taken care of and all that easy. No. But the one thing that I will guarantee you, I've heard about it, but I don't know. Most of the homeless people who cannot afford health care, they get medical treatment for free. Homeless people. Yeah, we have like teams, emergency teams, ambulances and all that, who are always looking at the people who are like homeless, maybe need like medical care and all that. Once they take them to the hospital, they get free medical care. So if you don't want to do anything with your life and all that, that's when maybe it comes for free. But being homeless in America, I feel like it's a choice. Someone is saying Obamacare. I've heard about it, but I don't know. I know like there's Obamacare, but I don't know how it operates. I know that. I know it's something that was big during the Obama era, but no idea. Where would you like to settle with your future family? With my future family, okay. Before maybe I forget about healthcare, I'm going to answer your question. So no free healthcare. It can be very expensive, more expensive than even like Kenya. When you see your leaders coming from Africa to America for treatment, they pay so much. Like they pay a lot of money to get treatments here. I've seen a lot of presidents who have gotten sick and they go to Europe, India, or like America. They pay so much. That's how you get pressing sativa. Thank you. God is love. So going back to Favor. Favor, are you my moderator? I think so, for sure. Where would you like to settle down with your future family? I think that's something I'm still debating. I'm still like, not sure. I see myself like I'm a country guy. I still want to have a lot of cows, 5 dogs, fish pond, and all those things. So right now I'm like 60% back at home in Kenya because I know like if you can afford the lifestyle, things are going to be easy and you can still travel, you can do your things. So 60% still, 60% I'm still thinking about going to build my life back at home. How am I going to sustain the friendships that I've made here? I'm going to either start like a fitness facility or like maybe restaurant or something that will be able to kind of keep my relationship going, because I do have like friends here who are like dear friends, like my close friends. So we might end up using a Tita fitness channel to travel together with them. Maybe I can take them for a safari back at home. So that's something that we are still planning and all that. I'm a person who likes friends. Like I like keeping people happy. So yeah, I like friends. That's how you get pressings. It's all West. Home is the best. I agree with you. And there's something that I really, okay, I want to be honest. There's something that I don't like about the senior people here in the US. Not really don't like about them, but I don't like how they end up going to the caregiving homes. Once you hit a certain age, I do feel like you still want to be close to your family. Your family are the people who understand who you are, how you raised the whole family. So getting to the point where they take you to the like senior homes and all that, and they forget about you. Maybe they just come once a week to see you and hoping that you're being well taken care of there. I feel like you lose value, you lose even value of life. So I wanna be with my grandkids. So that's something that makes me feel if I get older, I don't wanna live here because I want to be close to my family. Gertrude, the future is Africa. Yeah. How about like, we start a traveling agents where I can tell people to come and they see some lions, elephants, zebras, and giraffe. A lot of people are always making fun of me because I have my marketing picture of like me kissing a giraffe. And I have this guy who's like a friend telling me all the time that this guy kisses giraffes, kisses wild animals. Yeah, I thought it's funny. Do you mean old, 50 or 60? Old, I would say like retirement age, yeah, which is, I think it's 60 here in the US. But I don't think like I will retire from working. I will be able to keep doing things because I've met a lot of senior people who retired like long time ago, and then you don't have anything else to do. You have the money because maybe you saved your money and all that, but once you stop working, your life start going downhill. So you have to find something to do. I've found a lot of people when they retire from the jobs that they do, they start focusing on something that's going to keep them active, either learning on how to play guitar or making clothes, or like you have to find passion, like something that makes you happy, that you do all the time. So that's how a lot of people who have retired, even if it's just going to the garden and planting crops and all that. Yeah. Thanks, Gertrude. Guys, please give this video a thumbs up, like, share with friends. And yeah, it used to be 65 in the US. It's now 67. Oh, it's 67. But I've seen a lot of people retire like when they are 60 years. This is something I found a lot of people asking me about truck drivers in America. And I ended up talking to one of the truck driver, like why today, what a lot of people think that truck drivers make a lot of money. And I want to tell you, this is why. I wouldn't say like they make a lot of money, but this is how they end up like saving more money if you are interested to kind of like being a truck driver. So, first thing, he told me has been doing trucking for 20 years. So it's a guy who has stayed in the industry for a long time. Most of the drivers that he met who come from like other countries like, Mexico, India, or Africa, they don't have homes, they don't pay rent, they don't have cars, so they don't pay insurance and all those things. And these are the main expenses. So all the money that they get paid, because those guys have like their beds inside the cars, especially guys who are young and all that, they save all the money. So that's why they end up doing like trucking for 10 years. If you don't end up spending a lot of money, because he told me there are some places where they have to hang out and all that and spend money. So if you're not careful, you might end up even living trucking without anything. So you have to invest your money on something. Hard work basement, yeah. Be focused on the move. Yeah, that's very true. So that's the main reason he told me like why most of the truck drivers have like end up saving more money than we who are working like regular jobs, and you have to pay rent, which is very expensive. You have to buy a car, you have to pay for insurance for your car, and paying for everything. So for them, it kind of takes away those big main pills from them, and they end up saving more. So if you thought about that, if you would like to live in like your truck for 10 years, yeah, you can do it. We have people who have families and they still live in the truck, and they're working so hard to kind of balance everything. Yeah. Are you trying to think of the truck job? No, I think like I'm really passionate about fitness. Fitness is gonna be something that I will do the rest of my life. It was a hard decision to make. I was in IT, as you guys know, but ended up being underweight, working long hours, sitting indoors with the computer the whole time for 10 hours, 8 hours. And when you leave school, you think that coming to sit inside the house and working on a computer is one of the best things. You don't have to lift the things, you don't have to, but you get so weak. Even if you're working out, it takes away your social life because you end up becoming an introvert. You don't want to talk to people. You're just on the computer fixing stuff. Maybe you're a software engineer and all that. It pros your mind. You are always thinking about coding and all those things. So it's a good job. We have people who are passionate about it. People are like even making the apps and even the YouTube that we are using, advancing it to be user friendly every time. Like, yeah, it's a good thing. I'm currently working on computers with this part. Yeah, it takes life away from you. I used to work under pressure where like my boss used to call me all the time. Hey, why did you make this and not this one and all that? Now, oh, sorry. I was almost speaking. So I have been like working the whole night, you see? So you go home thinking that you're going to sleep, but your boss is on your neck calling you to explain why you make some changes on something and all that. And you have to explain. And it's so hard. So you are working under pressure. I think like IT guys are always working under pressure. Like you have to deliver, you have to do something the way someone wants it. And that's how someone who doesn't take pressure so much, that's how I ended up being underweight. I ended up having ulcers. When I discovered about fitness and how I can work on myself and bring my healthy back, it was one of the best things. I would tell you, there are some things that you are skipping right now. So this is me being serious. There are some things that you're skipping right now, like taking care of yourself, lifting weights so that you can build muscle. Those things, once you hit 70 and realize, or 65, realize how weak you are, that's when you will like wish that you started early. Like you will wish that you did something, especially those guys who work in offices and you don't have to do any kind of manual labor and all that, and you're the boss. It gets into your mind, it gets into your head, and you don't take care of yourself. You will realize that you wish you started when you were younger, when you can gain muscle, because the older we get, the more we start losing muscle. So if you can build now and maintain that and find ways of keeping your muscle, because you are going to wish. A lot of people, you know, I did geography. We used to study why do people in first world countries live for a long time. We do have a lot of people in Africa who live for a long time, especially I think like the only thing that doesn't work for us, we are hard working, like we go to working in our farms and all that. It's the healthcare. People don't know other ways of taking care of themselves. We have people taking a lot of like traditional medicines up to now to heal some diseases and all that. What you guys are talking about, let's say, you mean you were underweight? Yes, I was underweight. I was 135 pounds. That's how many kgs are those? 135 pounds? Like 50 something? 54, 55, 55 pounds, 6 feet tall. I was so sad, underweight. I could barely put my trouser on, like 32. Like my waist used to be even below 32. Yeah, I was way small. I used to go like to some of the meetings because, okay, this is what messed my body functioning. The pressure that I was getting from work, not eating well. We used to have food. We used to have people will cook for us. But because of the pressure to deliver, I used to focus on like making sure that I've done my job and I will eat late and you end up working on that forever. So I'm eating at 1 a.m., sometimes 4 a.m., sometimes 9 p.m. or 11 p.m. So I didn't have like regular hours. And once you start throwing your body functioning, when it's supposed to rest, that's when you are telling your body to work and all that. Those things are going to, those side effects are going to work against your health. I started having like ulcers, like so bad. My stomach was in pain all the time. So eating regular hours and giving your stomach a break to kind of clean itself and all that, it's one of the best things. So for those guys who don't have like a regular schedule of like eating and all that, I used to even take my necktie, I mean my tie out to kind of like tie it on my stomach so that I don't feel the pain that I was having. I took a lot of I mean like medications and all that. Up today, I don't really believe so much about taking medicines and all that. But before, I was thinking maybe that's the only remedy that I had. But once I started going to the gym, drinking a lot of smoothies, which are like natural smoothies, like hibiscus, ginger mixed with a lot of things and all that, my stomach felt good. I've never had an issue up to today. That's why like when I realized that like, you know, I can put muscle by just eating food and working out and all doing this, I started feeling like I need to help more other people outside there who are going through the same thing. Even if I can just say it out. Nowadays, it's not all about me working out at the gym, but trying to help other people, because I've gotten to the point where I know like my lifestyle, I know what I can eat, I know how to balance most of the things. And I want to help more people to have that balance of life where they don't have to give too much and they end up paying for it later. So let's see. Most trucking companies will pay well, but will make only an average of 50. Yeah, you are right. For sure, to 65. If you connect with certain trucking companies, they can pay you about 35 a month. So yeah, I don't have really like much information about how they get paid and all that, but I shared what I had. You can see this is Africa. It has a lot of information there, guys. Yeah, no pressure. No overworking favor. Thank you so much. Some truckers work out heavily during their breaks. Yes, I've seen a lot of trucking like truck drivers, guys, working out when they have like a stop somewhere for some time, working out on the roadside. I've seen a lot of guys who are like, when you sit for 16 hours driving and all that, your body can go into a shock. We are not meant to be sitting for a long time. So you have to do something. That's why what you eat, your body is very smart. It kind of stores that, what you eat, to use it later for energy. I went to the animal safari recently. If you can go ahead and watch that video. The American bears, go hibernating during the winter. I don't know if it's during the winter or the summer, like this season, the winter, for up to 3 months. So they eat a lot of food, and then they store that food while they are hibernating. Their metabolism is low, so they don't use as much food and they can stay without eating for up to 3 months. Our human bodies, same thing. When you eat anything, it's going, like proteins are more like for muscle recovery and muscle building. If you eat carbohydrates, which a lot of people eat, like a lot of bad carbohydrates, the fast foods and all that, but if you eat good carbohydrates, good, I mean, instead of eating potato chips, which you go buy which has like a lot of flavors, a lot of things that are mixed to eat, just go eat a potato itself. Yeah, so we have potato chips, the potato. This one, they put a lot of things so that you can get addicted to it. Like, oh, I like the potato chips because it has some chemicals and all that. So try to kind of find a balance about that. So if you eat carbohydrates, it's the fuel that is going to give you energy. So if you don't use that energy, your body is going to store it. And that's how a lot of people end up like, gaining weight. But that doesn't mean, like, I've seen a lot of people going crazy about, oh, if you want to lose weight, cut away carbohydrates, cut teas and all that. That way, I think life will be boring. Just focus on whole food, limit the like the amount of calories that you are eating. And if you don't know how to measure the calories and all that, the internet is here. Just go Google, how can I do this and this? ChatGPT is outside there. It will be able to kind of help you have the basics. When you want to work on your life and make changes, you can always find information. Make use of like ChatGPT. It's free. I know we have like advanced features and all that, which you can pay for, but make use of Google. Ask it. So potato chips in the US are actually called potato crisps. Yeah, you're right. And let me see. In Africa, we eat healthy, health organic foods. No wonder people live longer. Yeah, people live longer. But I would tell you, if you look at the population, people in Europe and in the US live longer than we do. I would say like they live longer. I think the reason why people live longer here is they kind of like, once you retire, you now focus on taking care of yourself. And for us, we keep, like we haven't taught people on how they're supposed to taking care of themselves when they get to a certain age, you know. We keep telling them, you still need to work, you still need to do this, you still need to do this. Like you are overworking someone who is supposed to kind of focusing on taking care of themselves. I wish we could do better on that. What was your greatest culture shock? My greatest culture shock was food and speaking English. You know, we learn English in school. A lot of people ask me, did you start speaking English when you were, like, at what age did you start speaking English? I started when I joined school, like primary school. Not consistently, but like, you know, I started learning English when I joined my primary school. And you think that you know how to speak English, but okay, you can speak it well, but having a conversation with people, sometimes it's kind of hard because the American English goes very fast. Like these people speak very fast and we are very slow. I think I came to understand that we do direct translation. Direct translation is like, I want to talk about a potato, so I have to think about the potato before I can say it. So sometimes someone can be waiting for you to finish the statement on what you want to talk about, and for them, it comes naturally. It's something that they speak every day. So there was like a little language barrier, but when you keep talking to people all the time, then it kind of comes in naturally. But I would say the biggest one was food, weather, and yeah. Did you get married or get black? No. Oh, okay. This is Africa. Is asking Sharon if like she got married to a guy from Kenya or a guy from the US. Sharon, you need to tell us. I don't know why Sharon is laughing on the other side, but I would tell you we have direct translation when we are speaking English. I've met a lot of few people are coming, traveling from Africa when we go to a restaurant and they want to make an order, the way they speak and all that. So I met like two guys, one from Portland and another one from San Francisco. And they were traveling. So I could see like, okay, this is where I was like a few years back, a few months maybe. I can later teach a pronunciation of words and the accents. It's big, yeah, it's really big. Language barrier, it's big, yeah. I think Chacha is in the US, so he can tell you guys. And they have a code language. Code language is there's some things like when we say, go open the trunk. So for you, you are thinking about what's the trunk? They're telling you go open the boot of the car because we are used to open the boot. So there are a lot of those words. They go or like do this. We are going to do this and all that. So you have to know like what does that mean? We are going snowboarding. So if you have never been to the snow, you don't know what snowboarding is, ice skating and all those things. Like there are a lot of things that will take you time before you know what they are talking about. Chacha is in Virginia. Oh, okay. How long have you lived in Virginia? So it can be hard having a conversation, but once you stay here for some time, it kind of comes naturally. You have to build up to it. So it's more like a culture shock because even when you want to go buy something, you have to think about that thing in English. Like, you know, just think about those things that you have to explain to someone what you're looking for, and now trying to explain that to someone who grew up here, like what you're looking for. Sometimes you even have to type because the words coming out with your accent, they cannot even relate to what you're talking about. You have to type it on your phone, like I'm looking for this. I should meet it here. The cooking wife. Who's Tia? I'm going to find out on YouTube. Maybe, yeah. I'm looking forward to meeting with a lot of creators here for sure. So, yep, it's a Kenyan married by. Oh, it's a Kenyan by marriage. A nice guy. I'm going to look for. Is he on YouTube? Does he make content and all that? The put of a car is the trunk. Yes, you tell an American to open the put. Yeah, that one means different things. So it's all about the accent and pronunciation for me. Yeah, especially for me, as much as I liked to, I used to like mathematics, and English wasn't really my kind of subject in high school. Like, I didn't like it. I remember when I went to high school for the first time, you know, you go to a big school and then you meet kids from all over Kenya, and I'm used to kids like from my village. Now you have to speak English all the time because it's compulsory. Otherwise, if you don't, you get like a punishment of like maybe mobbing the class or mobbing the dormitory for other kids and all that. So now that's when English now started hitting so hard. Like, I have to do it. I have to speak it. Guys, if you're an American watching me, for sure, English, this is how we learned it in school, kind of making it more compulsory. We used to have like a disc. A disc is a piece of good. If you speak your vernacular, you get that disc. And whoever that you hand it to, if you find them speaking their vernacular language, you give it to them. And that's how it goes. So when it's games time, the teacher who is like in charge of like speaking languages and all that, he will come. He will come and ask the prefect, like, "Hey, I gave you the disc. Who did you give it to?" And then you call each other, like, "I gave it to Atita. Atita gave it to Chef, or gave it to someone else," and you end up coming with a group of 20 people who are speaking vernacular, and they tell you, you guys are going to mob the dormitory, the whole dormitory, for up to where like maybe 50 kids sleep. So that's how we used to get like our punishment, and kind of started working on how to speak English all the time. And again, reading a lot of novels, reading books and all that. Chacha, yeah, for sure, that's how it was. Like, I remember getting a disc, and sometimes we could go outside and dig holes where we could plant trees. I used to be good like in mathematics, history, but languages, writing compositions and essays and all that, I don't know. It wasn't my thing, but when I got to like Form 4, I knew that like I will have to get all these things right. So I took a step forward. Something that I've come to find, that even in life, when you want to achieve something, you have to put yourself outside there. Like me doing this YouTube today, it's not something that I thought about it, because not everyone will come to YouTube and they do lives and they make content. You have to intentionally reset your mind and say, this is what I want to do and this is why I want to do it. And yeah, so I did the same thing with English. I went to the library, took a lot of novels, so I was reading all the time, trying to get better, focusing on the vocabularies that I did not understand, and working on, like, you know, speaking all the time. I went to debates where you debate and debate about topics and all that. You're sharing memories, Hello, the cooking wife. Nice to meet you online, dear brother. Yeah, the cooking wife, we are going to see. Sounds like you are doing something outside there, for sure. I'm also going to watch Thea. And Sharon is saying, inaitwa kuchituma. Yes, kuchituma, like, you have to push yourself to do these things. Like, life doesn't change in your comfort zone. You have to make that step forward intentionally and do things that you're scared to do. Like right now, I've been thinking about this, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a street video. I have to go to the street, make a video. I don't know how silly I'm going to look, but I have to make a street video where I can interview people and ask them about a topic that I'm going to come up with. So guys, keep watching my videos. I have to, because I said, you know what? Being a creator, you have to put yourself in a way, in a position where you fear doesn't belong to you anymore. You just want to go outside there and create content. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to the street with my GoPro and make street video talking to people. It's not coming next, but I know I will do it. Oh, you don't have Swahili friend there? No, I don't have Swahili friends. I do speak Swahili all the time. Shalon, are you saying I don't know how to speak Swahili? I speak Swahili all the time. All the time. What have been your biggest challenge as a creator? My biggest challenge as a creator, I would say it's the fact that I don't have like a lot of people who have like the same interest as me, so that we can share ideas together and put them together and see how we can navigate this journey to getting better. So sometimes I find myself doing the same thing again and again. That's why each time I have to think about something like the street videos, I was like, you know, I'm going to do it. But if I was with other creators, it's kind of motivating and you can always like end up doing it easy. But now I have to step out to kind of like go outside there and do it by myself. So that's number one challenge, finding people that we have similar interest. Second thing, I think for me, editing and creating videos and all that, sorry, it comes easy. Like I know how to figure out those things, but getting content and putting it together where you have to find storage. Like recently, I ended up treating my video like 3 times because my computer was full. I have a lot of content inside. I didn't treat. Now with Apple, like it's connected with my phone. My phone has probably like used of 400 and something GB. My laptop is used now. Everything was full. And if you want to upload the video with 4K, it's so hard. I think like space, storage, and all those things that Apple makes you to pay for, it's so hard. Yeah. So that's another challenge. And also, I would say just creating content itself. I don't want to give guys, I mean like people, the same thing again and again. You have to, as a creator who is doing traveling and fitness videos, I'm always looking forward to kind of like balancing my work schedule and also doing this. Because you know, you also have to pay bills by going to work, actual work, like Monday to Friday, 8 to 10 hours. And then when I'm supposed to rest on weekends, I'm doing YouTube, which I did it intentionally because I didn't want to find other things. Not many Swahili speakers in Oregon, but in Washington State, there are many. Yeah, we don't have a lot of speakers of Swahili here. Maybe it's something I will teach some of the people here who would be interested to learn some Swahili. But yeah, Chacha, I think once you start interviewing, you get comfortable easily. So that's what I'm going to do. Intentionally go to the streets, make content, interviewing people and asking about topics that will, because I want to even know, do people from here know anything about Kenya or like, you know, yeah. So if I ask those questions and all that, you guys will get to know where I live. And show us those streets. Yes, I will. I can let it so we are all in the same. Yeah. His Chacha is a creator, by the way. That's why, like, you know, he can relate to most of the things that I'm talking about. I recommend you invest in SSD. Oh, okay, SSD drives or something. Storage. Okay. I know, like, you have to pay like 200 or 250 to kind of get more storage. SSD is more like the online, like the computer compatible kind of storage that you pay for and you get it. I'm going to invest on that. I could recommend any creator who is starting outside there, if you want to buy a computer, try to buy something with more storage. You can buy like a storage on the side, which I have, but transferring documents and all that, it makes your work so hard. So I like everything going straight the way they are supposed to. So that's why sometimes it's kind of hard for me to even think about transferring my videos from the computer to my storage disk and all that. Can remember to subscribe. Gertrude Dupasi, she's here. She's my moderator. Sharon, Chacha, I think I'm going to make you the moderator here. I will be able to make a video for my moderators so that we can connect with you guys, see how, since like I depend on you guys, you'll be able to help me make more good content outside there. Like, give me ideas, because I'm ready to, so I don't give you guys the same thing all the time. The street video, it's coming, but before that I might do something else. Yeah, so keep checking back. Again, if you're not subscribed to Atita Fitness, I've stayed longer than I said. When I told my mom I went to Kenya, she thought Kenya was in the Middle East. This is Africa. Oh, really? A lot of people, for sure, yeah, they don't know much about African countries. And I'm going to the streets to ask people, like, name 5 countries from Africa and all that. So I will be wearing my glasses to kind of get comfortable. Yeah. And then from there, we can make a step at a time until the point where I'm ready to take them off. So if you see me with glasses and doing content, just know that it's I'm working on my inside me, my confidence of getting comfortable with the streets. You have to start somewhere, baby steps, right? At it, I'm not in the pro anymore. I don't know what happened. Oh, no way. Gertrude. You are the moderator. There you go. You should. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm the only one who has access to my YouTube channel. So, yeah, you should. I think now you can type and all that. You should. So, yeah, I think like I have answered all the questions, most of the questions that you guys had for me. Thank you for that will be interesting. It will. Sharon, you've been here since we started this live. Thank you so much. When you go live next time, for sure, be able try to give us something that I did find that is very important. Is you go on the posting side where you interact with your like the people watch you, your subscribers. Post a video, say, hey guys, I'm going to go live at this time and all that. I think I can do better, but I'm always looking forward to, you know, working on those small steps every day. So I will be able to give you guys at least a day, at least 24 hours before like I can come live. But on weekends, especially on a Sunday, I will be able to do that. Right now it's 11 a.m. So a lot of people are waking up. Yeah, so guys, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Connect with the members. I think like you guys can see most of the small YouTube creators who are here. Thank you for your support. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and let's keep supporting each other. Looking forward to bringing the best content. I'm going to talk more about fitness because that's my area of interest. Tell you guys how you can get started. 21 days can build a habit. So try to work out for 21 days. Say I'm going to do squats, push-ups, even if it's knee push-ups and crunches or like something, you know, to have that habit for 21 days. And then if you do it for 3 months, which is 90 days, you're going to build a habit. If you balance your lifestyle, food and eating, fitness and all that, fitness is not the way it used to be before. Fitness is like a way of taking care of yourself. It's like self-care and all those things. So try to incorporate it because, you know, at Tita Fitness, it's more about fitness, probably like 60%. Traveling is the 40%. Like, since I like doing things outside there, I would like my audience to see what I am doing and all that. And if someone has questions on how they can do the same thing, I try to share my opinions. Yeah, so that's where I ended up. I don't know if like I'm going to change my YouTube name to a Tita. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. You guys will tell me. But for now, let's remain at Tita Fitness. But fitness kind of takes away the traveling side. So I'm always thinking about what could you guys suggest? Let me see maybe what you're thinking about. Traveling, fitness, and Atita. Put those together and let me know. Actually, I also wanted to tell you guys, I have the member side. If you want to be a member, you can go on my profile. It will tell you how to be a member. And if you want to donate, all those things, they're like in my profile. So just feel free to go there and support in whichever way. Because, you know, all these things that I do sometimes kind of like using my resources to create this content. So I will be so happy if someone is willing to support in one way or the other. I believe you made the great. Atita, your keyword name is still Atita Fitness despite changing. Oh, okay, Sharon, thank you. Gertrude, thank you. Chocho, could be a good one. Okay. I am Atita. I am Atita. Oh, okay. Change to Atita. So I take the fitness away because I feel like if someone who didn't know anything about Atita, they're going to already, like Atita Fitness speaks about the fitness side. So to make it more unique, should I say something else instead of like Atita Fitness? Because I feel like most of the people, once they see fitness and they're not interested in fitness, they will be like, you know, I will be your member. Oh, thank you, Sharon. So yeah, I will be your member too for sure. I will check your channel. I like supporting, like, you know, people are always working to be better on their creative industry. Or yeah. So maybe we'll keep thinking about that. Guys, let me know in the comments. Nick, thank you. Welcome here. The original don't use what so many others are using. This is Africa. Good tips out there. Favor, thank you. Guys, please keep subscribing. Your lifestyle niche, hit up adding fitness will mix. Maybe I will just leave it at Tita Fitness or at Tita Traveling Fitness or something. I'm sure I will chat GPT and see what they will tell me to consider. But for now, Atita Fitness. But to bring the people who are like into traveling and all that, we have to find something that we are going to incorporate with the fitness. Personally, I wanted to go by I am Georgia, but it was taken. Oh, also give us subscribe, bro. Tita Santa. Thank you, bro. Chacha, one day I might find myself in Virginia because I want to travel the US. I wanna I want to check some places outside there. Before the end of the year, I might do like a I might go to 2 destinations, so we will see. I still have plans. Before the end of this month, on the 14th, I'm going also somewhere else. I'm going to create content, so keep it here, guys. Again, create another one for Tita Fitness. I want to create 2 YouTube channels. It's so hard. It's so hard, but there's nothing which is impossible, but we'll see. For now, let's keep it here. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to end our live here. Okay, so we are going to end our live here. Thank you for being the best members, the best community that I have. You guys have been positive. I remember like a few weeks ago, things were going left and right. You guys are becoming like the Tita Fit farm. I really appreciate that. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please consider subscribing, and let's grow together. I have a great community of people who have known me for like a long time. I know you guys are going to be my people that I will look back to when we get like more steps ahead. My goal is to get to 5K in like few months before my birthday. My birthday is coming in May. Before we go to celebrate, before we go out there, I would like to get to 5K. So if you guys can get me to 5K, I will achieve or attain something that I have really wanted the most. So thank you guys for watching me. I know staying there for 2 hours to watch me and listen to what I have to say, to interact and all that, it means so much, and I appreciate your time. So see you guys on the next one. Go rewatch this video if you didn't stay with us from the start to now. Nancy, Shalom, Gertrude, Favor, Georgia, and everyone who is watching this video. You guys are amazing. Let's keep supporting each other. Bye-bye. Bye.